What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Friday. That means it's time for me to talk to you about some random garbage on another Unfocused video. Last week's responses were actually pretty good from all the people I expected. All the regulars, they all had something to say. And I appreciate all the comments and all the feedback. The views and things like that didn't do too well. Actually, it did better than any other video that I put up for the week. So I'm going to have to call that a victory, and that definitely merits doing another video. Okay, so as you can see, once again, I'm just chilling out in World of Warcraft. I was just about to start clearing Molten Core, and I thought, now's as good a time as any to talk to you guys about some things. But before we get into that, I don't really have a lot of topics for this week. Some people had some questions, not really questions, I guess, but some suggestions, which I'll get to. I'll address those in a second. But the number one thing I want to get across this week, that is the most important thing ever, is... Most of you may know this who watch this video, but for those of you who don't, we have a Twitch TV channel. If you don't know what Twitch is, or you go, boo, hiss, Twitch is evil, don't care. You're about to learn. There's about to be a purple button that shows up on the screen right now. Big-ass purple button that says, click me. Click it. That will take you directly to our Twitch TV page. If you do not have an account there, it's free. Sign up for one and follow our channel. The reason you want to do this is because we do a lot of stuff that does not make it to YouTube. If I'm not playing, my buddy who most of you know, Kramik, he'll be playing stuff. He plays League of Legends and some other crap when I'm busy. But we do a lot of stuff, a lot of co-op things, and a lot of awkward, offbeat type games on there that never make it to the YouTube channel. So you definitely want to get in on that. We have a lot of fun. And it's great. I mean, we get to interact with people, you know, in the chat when we're streaming and play games with people. We've pulled people into our Minecraft server while we were doing stuff on there, and it's just a good time. What's happened is, and why I'm pushing this so much is, it's got about 550, 560 followers, which is excellent, don't get me wrong. Pretty happy with that. But when we go live, we do not get many watchers. And the reason this has happened is because our core group of watchers that we had before have now become members of our little community. So instead of watching us play games, they're actually in there playing with us now. So this is cool, but it has kind of caused a problem because we have not replaced them as watchers, so the channel seems dead. So that's where you guys come in. If you are not currently a follower, please, please, please do it for me. That's my only request for this video, really, is hit up the Twitch TV channel and follow us there. That way, every time we go live, you get a notification either in your email or Twitter or whatever the heck we do about when we've gone live, what we're playing, and you can come in, say hello, all sorts of things. Which brings up the next bit. In addition to the Twitch TV thing, there are also forums. Now, I'm one of those people who, unlike a lot of YouTubers who spend the first 5 minutes of every one of their videos going, oh, be sure to like and subscribe and favorite my video and check out our website and do that. I don't do that crap. I get into the video, I do whatever the hell I'm doing, and I thank you guys at the end. I expect nothing more from you. And that's just because I figure if you just wasted 20 to 30 minutes of your life watching whatever garbage I put on YouTube, I don't have the right to ask you for anything more. I think you've done enough, and I appreciate it. However, for this particular video, because this is what it's all about, I'm going to say we have forums. They're pretty active, actually, but always could be better. So what we do on our forums, we actually stage group Let's Plays of things. So, for example, Minecraft or DayZ or anything that we might want to be doing on a particular day, week, weekend. That information is there. TeamSpeak information, if you ever want to stop in and say hello, we do have an open TeamSpeak server. By open, I do not mean that it's completely public for everybody, but you can find the information on our forums. Come hop in, say hello, find people to play games with. We've always got somebody on there doing something. That kind of information you find on our forums, so we're kind of building a little bit of a gaming community, and it's cool, you know, and I'm happy with it. You know, and I've said before, and I've said to a lot of people, you know, this little experiment that I've done for the last however many months, actually it's been about 14, 15 months, that I've been doing this video stuff, and I'll get to that in a minute, that I've been doing this, you know, for, I think it's, about 15 months. And even if I were to shut down everything today and walk away from this like I never existed, like kill the channel, delete all the videos, poof, gone, the takeaway I'd have from it is I have met some kick-ass people. I've made some friends with some kick-ass people throughout the time, and to me, That's awesome. And the takeaway is, and what I've gained and what I've earned from doing this, I'm happy with. You know, a lot of people are in it for the money or the internet fame, whatever. You know what? I'm pretty damn happy with where I've ended up. Now, that's not to say that there isn't room for improvement, and I wouldn't like to see this channel grow. And that's really what it comes down to. But first, some people had mentioned some things in comments and some suggestions that they had. Mostly people wanted to know about me, it seemed like. Now, there isn't a whole lot to tell. I'm kind of a boring guy. You know, but for starters, a good few of you know how old I am. But for those of you who don't, I figure anybody who's watching this video is probably one of the core watchers of my channel, so you may as well know anyways. I am 30 years old. You know, that actually puts me at about twice the age of probably some of the people who are watching this video, which, believe me, is depressing like you would not believe. But I'm 30 years old. I work as a web developer. I work from home, which is what allows me to maintain all the stuff that I'm doing on a regular basis. People ask me what got me started into this. Honestly, random chance. I did it basically because somebody had suggested, hey, you know what? You want to play that game? Or it was actually XCOM Enemy Unknown was the very first thing I did as a solo playthrough. Prior to that, I was just doing guides for the Secret World. So the channel kind of first got its start from that. Afterwards, I thought, well, I want to play XCOM, and I'm curious, would anybody watch me fail at XCOM? So I did a fairly lengthy series of XCOM where that's it. And it was my very first thing that I had ever done. So if you go back through my channel and you look for it, you'll see a lot has changed since I started this. The way I talk, the way I handle everything is different. You get better at it as you go. Like, I've got some people I know who are definitely, you know, they're trying to build up channels too. And by the way, if you go to my channel page, you'll see in the upper right corner some featured channels that I have. I ask that all of you go and follow those. Those are my friends. They're trying to build up things. They're trying to build up their YouTube presence and their YouTube channels. And I would really appreciate it if we can kind of spread the love around a little bit and get those guys jump-started. So if you haven't, maybe their information will be in the description as well. So what I'll do is, in the description, be sure to check out my friends' channels as well, because it's hard to get started on YouTube. It really is. I think I got lucky with my timing, and I mean, I'm not a successful channel at all by any measure, but I've carved out a little piece of it all, and I'm pretty content. I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I'm not the most entertaining guy in the world, so that's pretty cool. Some of these other guys, though, go follow them. They deserve more followers for sure. So their information will be down in the description too. So you'll just be able to click a link, go hit, subscribe, and that'll be awesome. But mainly, to get kind of on the point with what I wanted to talk about in regards to the channel is I have been doing this now for 14 to 15 months, somewhere in that range. Let's just say 15 months. And in that time, I have uploaded a video every single day, every week, never missed a beat. That's crazy. And I've been kind of having a little bit of an issue here where I've almost been thinking, maybe it's time to slow it down. I mean, what could it hurt? The biggest problem that I've got, and this is something that I don't want to come off as sounding, I don't know, dramatic or whiny, or I'm not definitely no cause for sympathy here. I've done this all to myself, but between my regular job, I do have another part-time job that I do when work is needed as a contractor thing, and then all this YouTube and website and everything else stuff. I don't sleep. As it is anymore, if I get 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night, that's pretty good, and that's been going on for over a year. And what I've started to notice is it's really wearing on me. I mean, what I saw of myself, a year ago before I started this project to now, I mean, it's not good. So I've been thinking, everybody says, you got to do what, works for you and all that. But see, I'm the type of guy that once I start something, I can't stop. Even if it's bad for me, which I'm not saying this is bad for me. And like I said, everything I'm doing is my own damn fault, because I'm the one that pushes myself to do this, and it's awesome. But at the same time, it's kind of like, for what? We've talked before, or at least people have asked me before, about YouTube partnerships and income and stuff like that. I'll give you a really quick example. Let's say that, for instance, for every... All right, well, let's back this up. Actually, let's say, first off, this whole YouTube thing is all about money. Let's say, oh my God, Unfair's like Scrooge McDuck. He wants every penny he can squeeze out of all this stuff. And he's... Let's say I'm doing this for the money, which, by the way, I'm not. Well, let's say I do this for fame and fortune. Since I have neither... I'll give you a hypothetical situation. Let's say for every 1,000 views I get, I can make $1, which really isn't that hypothetical. It's almost accurate. So for every 1,000 views, I can make $1. That means I need how many views to pay for one game? Say I go and I buy a AAA super new release game. That's $50-$60. Okay, well that pretty much means I need 50 to 60,000 views. Now I don't know if you guys have noticed this anytime recently, but most of my videos average between 100 to 300 views. So before, when I thought, wow, this might be a great way to make some extra money, or at least fund the gaming habit, pay for some of this stuff, it turned out that in the end, it's actually been costing me money. Like every time I go and buy a new game, every time Steam has some little indie game on sale and stuff like that, I go and I buy that. And then at the end of the month, when my YouTube analytics and reports comes in and I've made, $37. Awesome. So I've been kind of catching some hell from the wife, which, by the way, is another thing people probably didn't know. I am 30 years old and I am married, so I'm not the stereotypical YouTube nerd who lives in the basement of his parents' house. No, I do not at all. I have a condo, which does make recording miserable sometimes because it has no separation of anything. It's one big open loft. So that's kind of annoying. But the whole point is, sometimes some of this stuff just doesn't seem worth it. Like, if you do it for the entertainment, and I do it to entertain you guys, that's one thing. But then when you do something and it gets no views, negative comments, and just general douchebaggery, believe it or not, most of you guys are awesome. Like, most of the people who follow this channel are awesome people. They leave awesome comments. They like the videos. I get cool, contacts through YouTube and messages, stuff like that. Awesome. I love it. But then, of course, there's always the idiots. And, they start to put things in perspective as they, multiply in numbers and they flood your channel with nonsense. I don't know, sometimes you wonder if it's worth it. So going back to what people have commented, they're like, well, you know what? You should do only videos of games that you enjoy. What a wonderful idea. The only problem is that actually puts me even further behind than where I was when I started. So, for example, I like World of Warcraft. I'm here, right? I'm in World of Warcraft right now. Okay, hello. So, nobody wants to see this. You know why? Because you know what I do in World of Warcraft? I go through and murder old raids looking for rare drops. Seriously, that's what I do. I'm not... Okay, I do some things, like I'll do looking for raid or whatnot, but I don't PvP, I don't do arenas. I don't do anything that people actually want to see. What do they want to see? Okay. I'm a holy paladin, so they get to watch me for 2 hours if I go into looking for raid, clicking other people's little green health bars. Nobody wants to see that garbage, but that's what I do. So, and I enjoy it to an extent. Or fly around for hours at a time harvesting ghost iron. Nobody wants to watch that. The last time I streamed that, I had like 3 or 4 watchers. Nobody, they see Warcraft and they're like, screw that. Okay, so that cuts that one out. I like point-and-click adventure games. You guys have heard me say that a billion times before, and luckily Steam has a lot of them. I have a lot in my little, Steam game library that I've never played. But it's one of those things where I can put those up, I can start playing them, but nobody's searching for those on YouTube. Nobody's going to say, wow, that adventure game that came out 3 years ago, I'm going to go look that up and see if there are any guys out there doing Let's Plays of that I want to watch a series of. So it's kind of a weird thing that you have to balance, because on one hand, you always have to stay current and you have to be playing games that are current. Like, instead of recording this right now, I should be firing up, Batman, Arkham Origins or whatever and starting to play that. I do have that, and, somebody actually gifted that to me, and he is the coolest guy on the planet. But at the same time, oh, by the way, he's one of the people, CPT A-Lot. He's going to be in the description down there. You need to follow his channel. Cool guy. He's trying to get it off the ground. go do that. Anyways, back on topic, sort of. You know, I can go start playing that game, but why? I suck at games like that. You guys don't want to see that. And if I start putting video of that up there, of me failing challenges or not being able to freeform combat and combo billion point everything, all I'm going to do is attract idiots who come in and comment about, oh, you suck, blah, 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 whatever. You know what? Screw you people. You know, I mean, so it's kind of a fine line. Like, I should be doing that because that's going to gain more followers on the channel. However, I don't want to record that game. I want to play it, but I want to play it and be miserable by myself because I suck at it rather than share for the whole world. Maybe I'll stream it because at least then I can laugh with people as I fail. But see, remember, go back, follow us on Twitch TV, you know, that whole thing. That's exactly what I'll do. I'll stream it. I will not put it on YouTube, but I will stream playing that game. So if you want to see me play Batman Arkham Origins, definitely follow on Twitch TV. That's where you're going to see it. Ha! But it kind of comes back to the thing where somebody suggested that I play only what I like. That's a good idea to an extent. That's a good idea if I intend to never grow the channel any further, which it kind of isn't anymore anyways. It's plateaued. I mean, every day I start to lose more than gain, so I'm apparently offending people. Who knows? But I wish I could. But in order to progress, you kind of have to stay somewhat current. So going back and playing that game from 3 years ago that I would love to play is pointless because nobody's going to come looking for my channel for that. So, I don't know. I've thought, wouldn't it be cool if my channel was nothing but point-and-click adventure games? Like, I did nothing else. That's what I specialized in. I make videos of point-and-click adventure games, and on Fridays, I make a video of me bitching about something. Cool, right? Yeah, that would be a successful channel. I don't think so. I mean, I can start doing cat videos. I got a really fat cat back there who was making all kinds of noise a minute ago. I'm going to have to edit out of this video. You know, I could do cat videos. That seems to be popular on YouTube, right? Right? Shit. All right. But, you know, other people kind of said in the comments of the last video that they don't like videos of just random commentary either. They think it's stupid. Well, you know what? I think you're stupid. No, I'm kidding. You're absolutely right. And I don't know how long I'll do this. This just kind of gives me a way, I don't want to say to vent, but it gives me a way to talk about things that I wouldn't talk about otherwise. You know, such as, I never mention the Twitch TV channel in anything. It's in every description of every video I do, but most people don't read those descriptions. So this gives me a chance to say, hey, go follow us there. We do cool stuff. But, you know, people wanted to know about me, I guess. So I've kind of said what I'm willing to say at the moment. If you have more specific or targeted questions, I'd be happy to answer those, of course. But freely giving up information is not something I'm, too keen on, you know. So that finally brings up the, oh my God, I've even lost track of my own thoughts. How unfocused is that? Oh my God. I don't know. This is probably a really good time to end it. But, as a reminder, Twitch TV. Follow us there. It's a really good thing. We do a lot of stuff. As far as other videos and other things that I might be doing, I'm going to kind of keep going with what I'm going. For now. I've considered stopping doing certain videos or stopping doing as many. I've done a video a day for well over a year, and I've not missed a single day. I've thought about, well, maybe I'll stop uploading videos on weekends. But unfortunately, people watch videos on weekends, or that's actually when I get a lot of my views. So doing that might hurt the channel more. And I don't want to do that. I want to grow the channel. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll do every other day, or, Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos, things like that. I don't know. For now, I think I'm going to keep doing a daily thing. I may adjust that as we go forward. I'm not entirely sure. But I am curious what your guys' suggestions on different types of videos. I know I asked that in the last one. Nobody really had anything to say targeted to that. I think it'd be funny if all I did was point-and-click adventure games. I definitely like that type, and that's more my speed since I actually suck at gaming. Which is really funny because when you think about it, I have a gaming channel on YouTube, and I suck at video games. I was never really a huge gamer. I play MMOs, and I've somehow fallen into some of these other ones. Like, every so often, I enjoy, shooters and things like that, but I mean, I was never really a big gamer, even leading up to this channel. didn't care. I played 1 or 2 MMOs, and that was my thing. That was my deal. You know, prior to starting this, I didn't even have a goddamn PC. Nope. I had an iMac, which I played Warcraft on and whatever other little Steam games that I could play, some Civilization, and I had Xbox 360, which whatever co-op games would come out or anything like that, that's what I did. You know, I'd play those with some of my friends, and that's it. So somewhere along the line, I've ended up turning into this, like, I don't know, I've created a monster, so to speak. Now, I mean, I've got a Steam library that's 200 things strong, and prior to starting all this crap, I didn't have Steam. You know, I didn't bother with it, other than for Civilization, of course. So, I mean, it's really an odd thing what this has done. But, as I've said before, it's been an experience. And even if I quit tomorrow, which is likely, maybe, I don't know. It could happen. Let's just say anything is possible. But if I quit doing this tomorrow and never uploaded another video again, completely disappeared off the face of the earth, the takeaway that I've got from this is I've made some awesome friends. I've met some cool people from doing this. I've met some idiots too, but, you know, the percentage is a lot less. You know, and the takeaway would be I'm so happy for that and what I've gained there, that everything that I've done, even though it cost me a bloody fortune anymore to run all this stuff and run my guides website and all that, I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. So for any bit of negativity that you may have drawn from this video, don't look at it that way. Look at it as just me kind of telling you a story, but being happy with the outcome. You know, would I love to have 1 million, you know, subscribers on the channel? Sure. Is that ever going to happen? Pfft, no. No, let's be realistic. If I break 20,000, I think it would be a goddamn miracle. You know, and maybe in another 2 years it might happen. Who knows? But for everything that's negative about this, there's so much that's positive. And a lot of people who know me are going to be shocked as shit to hear me say stuff like this. Because I'm kind of a more pessimistic person in all of my views, and see, more things that you guys get to know about me. And that's just because I look at everything in a way to how can I improve it. Not that, wow, I'm so grateful and happy to have this. No, I look at it like, well, I could have this if I just worked harder or did more. You know, and sometimes that gives off a much more negative vibe than I actually intend it to be. I'm just a hustler. I work, you know, and that's what I do. I'm a workaholic. That's something else you guys get to know about me. I mean, every waking minute of every day that I'm up, I got to be doing something productive. And that's just the way I am, and I guess that's why I'll likely never quit this crap, you know, doing these videos and doing these things. So before I get too long-winded, I'm out. This is going to be Unfocused for this week. I apologize, it's probably longer than anybody's ever going to watch, and I really don't have anything for you guys to comment on other than comment what you like. You know, comment anything that you want. I like just reading comments. It makes me happy. You know, seeing some kind of engagement on the videos makes me happy. But definitely, please, 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 go follow us on Twitch TV. With the new consoles coming up, you know, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and all that stuff, they've got the sharing stuff. It's going to be straight to Twitch and all that. It's going to be a lot easier. If you want to see what we're doing, you want to talk, you want to hang out with me or whatever, that's going to be the way to do it. Also, be sure to go follow us or sign up on the forums as well. Because, again, you want to hang out, you want to play some games, you want to come chat on TeamSpeak, I'm there. Believe it or not, you know, I'm no freaking celebrity. I'm pretty accessible. You want to come talk to me, I'll talk to anybody. So, I'm serious. You know, come hang out on our forums and come say hello to people. We got a pretty decent group going. So with that, I thank you guys, and I guess we'll see you next week. Take care.